Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to After the Patch. This is where we take a look inside of the patch notes for Black Ops 2. So, let's get started, shall we? Now, we have added a feature to kick players if they suicide too often in a game. So, all of you reverse boosting bitches, you better watch out because you might just get kicked from a public match if you keep suiciding too often. Now, I have suicided about 10 times because I was just absolutely bored of the game and it was just like, okay, this is so boring, I'm tired of this, and so I just jumped off the back of that boat map, hijack, that's what it's called, and like 10 times, and I did not see any type of message saying kick this player, you have been kicked, I wasn't kicked out of the game, and I haven't seen anything like that. So I'm not sure if it takes more than 10 times to suicide for that message to pop up, or how often you have to do it, like it has to be constantly, like suicide, suicide, suicide. But I did not see this message, so I'm not exactly sure how many times you have to suicide or whatnot. So anyway, moving on. They improved matchmaking for different content ownership configurations. They integrated Revolution DLC maps into all playlists, integrated Nuketown 2025 into small map playlists, and they introduced new customization content and purchasable storage expansions. So nobody cares about that, or I don't care about that. But anyway, they need to make some type of button where you can enable and disable the DLC maps, just so that, you know, if you're in a party with people who do not have the map packs, you don't have to go into a lobby where it has, Mirage and one of the other Hydro, these DLC maps on there, and you just like, okay, we have to vote for random, and if we do that, it still might be a DLC map and we might get kicked. So it should be able to have a button where you can enable and disable these map packs. Alright, so we're moving on. Fixed an issue where the wrong emblems would appear for players using SLI-enabled graphics cards. Fixed some cases where parties were unintentionally disbanded while in-game. That happened to me a lot, and now after this patch, it hasn't happened yet, so that's pretty cool. Fixed an issue reported by the community where C4 was doing no damage to enemies if blown up in the moment it attaches to a surface. Cool. Now it doesn't happen as much as often, but it still happens when you blow it up mid-air and the enemy's right in front of it and you get no hit marker or hit detection, telling you that this person either has flak jacket or just a hit marker in general. You don't get that, so it still really doesn't. It's fixed to a certain point, but you still need to fix it while it's in mid-air. It doesn't happen as often as it used to, but it would be nice if my C4 could hit target every single time. So Prestige Master icon can now be seen as the next prestige when players reach max prestige level. So where was that 6 months ago when I was prestiging? No, I'm only kidding. But anyway, they addressed multiple issues with reloading the War Machine score streak, so I imagine that you can't automatically reload it anymore by switching weapons, stuff like that. Maybe something else, so on and so forth. But they fixed an issue with the laser effect not appearing in-game on a laser sight if the player spams the switch weapons button. Global enemy spawn influencers adjusted the objective spawn influencers in Capture the Flag. Don't really play Capture the Flag all that much, but good for you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know how you feel about the patch notes, and if there are any major differences you notice in this patch note, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I am Wartank. I'm out of here, and of course, as always, in the meantime, have a great time fragging.